Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Today it's just me and Dad. I'm heading over to dump some trucks. Well, we got one truck left to dump. Check the dryer, make sure it ran all night. There's no dew, doesn't appear, not very much, and the sun is shining. It figures the one day that the sun comes out, it seems like in the last 2 or 3 weeks, and it doesn't rain, it's Thanksgiving. But hey, that's how it goes sometimes farming. So we're gonna get some beans done. Looks like appropriate timing. We just ran out of wet soybeans. The dryer's still trying to load right now, but all the lights are on the wet bin, so I'd say we're pretty much out of wet beans. Yeah, Dad's taking a truck down to the bottoms. See if we can't get stuck on Thanksgiving.
Piece of cake. You think I can do it? You didn't spin a wheel.
Belt's cooked. Well, me and Dad were standing here while his truck was unloading, waiting on the dryer to start. And I don't know what happened, but just smoked the belts off the load auger. So that's a good start to the day. Well, we're back to cooking beans. Tighten the belts up, and so far they're holding. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't break. They're a little cracked, but they're running for now. Well, surprisingly, we got all the trucks down here without getting stuck. I didn't think we'd be able to turn, but man, we tracked it up a little bit, but not as bad as I was expecting. All right, we got all the equipment moved down there, but unfortunately we still have to do some maintenance on the machines. It's real tempting just to throw enough fuel in there for the day and go down there and get to it, but these machines aren't going to help us get done at all if they have a bearing go out today. And we got that side done. Move over to the other side of the machine. Alright, there's the fittings we gotta get. Those, all those. Alright guys, we got the combine greased, fueled up, and ready to go. Dad's gonna go ahead and get started. I'm going down to my wife's family for to eat some turkey, and then we'll get back and we'll get back to harvesting. I better get off here so Dax can watch Buzz Lightyear in the background. Alright, and we're back. It was a heck of a good feed, but now it's time to get back to work. No, don't cut beans worth a damn without the PTO hooked up. Well, it turns out that was a pretty quick and easy fix. While I was fueling and greasing the combine, Dad's putting sections in the head, and he unhooked the PTO, forgot to tell me. So, no harm, no foul, easy fix, we're back in action. I was really worried a belt broke or something like that. That'd have been bad since it was Thanksgiving and everyone's closed. Line right through here. That line is Dad's spray tracks from when we were spraying this. They're every 100 feet all the way across this field. But one thing that's a little standouting in this line, it's a lot more worn. There's a lot, I mean, the beans are missing a lot more. That is because it is a deer path. That thing is just, I mean, it's just a beaten path of deer tracks right through there. So I haven't been seeing very many harvesting, haven't seen very many running corn, running trucks or anything. But they are here.
Well, we can see anything. The sun's about that time of evening, they're clear. Cruising right along, got it on cruise control. We're about 4.4 miles an hour. Cruise control means it'll sense the needs. It starts pulling the engine down, too much stuff going in, it'll start slowing the machine down. Pretty nice on the work. I can see anything grain bed. Wind is kind of dirty.
Alright, right now I'm doing my Levo test. Like I said, this whole field, about 80 acres of it, this field's 115 acres, I think. 80 acres of it was a side-by-side, meaning 40 acres of it have a levo, 40 acres do not, of that particular variety of seed that we had it on. Right now I'm doing strips. I'm doing it just like we did with the corn plot. I'm doing hitting a new load every time I get on a strip of levo and a strip of non-levo. I'm only going to do 4 strips just because it's time consuming and we're trying to get done a little quicker. And really, this test probably would have been a lot more accurate had this been done about a month ago.
Yeah, the sun's got a glare to it this time of evening. Sure ain't complaining. I wish we had about another week of it too. Sunny weather like this is a nice day. Beans are starting to dry down, getting down to under 16. Drier than 20.
Yeah, just got done dumping the cart. Trucks are just about all loaded, so I'm going to go dump a truck. I ain't gonna lie, doing this with just 2 people kind of sucks. But at least we're getting something done and not watching it rain. Alright, time to go dump a truck. Hey Mom, I'm cooking beans for dinner. Okay. Oh, back to the field to get another truck.
I've got this field wrapped up.
Alright, we're done with the big field. Now we're moving some equipment around, moving the cart closer to the next field. We got a 20-acre field, just about a quarter mile up the driveway, half mile up the driveway. And moving some trucks around. I'm going to try to get all the trucks dumped real quick and then probably come down here and combine with him. But apparently he used my combine as a grain cart because I left this combine empty. I'm curious to see the footage of that. He said wait till you see the video. So I don't know.
Well, everything's full. Brian said it'd be there in 10 minutes, so maybe we can put some on his combine, load it so I can get him there. Make it look like he done something today. He said he goes empty. I'm not quite full, but close. We'll see. They'll probably forget he loaded it if you go to the other field and have to dump it. I think it's full. Pretty full.
At the party? Alright, well my wife, she brought me and Dad Thanksgiving dinner number 2, so just got done eating. Now we're back to the combine action. Yeah, I really can't think of anything better to do than to just stuff my face with a bunch of food and then ride around the combine job. Just a great way to spend the evening. Alright guys, we got one more field of beans, and that'll be all the beans on this farm. This farm definitely had the majority of the beans we have left, so I'm pretty excited we're going to get that done today. There's still going to be a little bit of first crop beans here, but most of the beans, all the beans that'll be left will be beans that were in drowned out spots where we planted corn and then water got in. So oddly enough, they have water in them right now, so we can't do them at the moment. But yep, so we got 6 acres left for tonight. And I'm really got to this next little field and I'm really having trouble with my return elevator. I'm only running Can't run much over a 2 mile an hour or darn near plug the thing. I haven't changed anything. These are a different bean, but man, trying to get it dialed in, I'm gonna be down the field before I get it. Speaking of tailings, does anyone that maybe knows something more about a cloth combine than us know what would cause one machine to run more tailings than the other? My combine and Dad's combine are almost identical, only we bought this one used, and it always runs a lot of tailings compared to his, and I don't know how to fix that or what would be wore out in it to make it do that. And most of the returns that I'm running, they're not, there's no beans in them, it's just chaff. I don't know, it's kind of a pain in the butt. Turns out it doesn't take 2 combines long to do 6 acres. We're done. A few people have asked me if we have rotted beans or molded beans. We've got some. I know about everyone through this area has got a little bit. Seems to be variety specific, and it doesn't seem to have anything to do with how late in the season it is, in my opinion, because the varieties that we're seeing it in now, we were seeing it in back in September and October. So I think it's just been just the kind of growing season we had. It was hot and wet in the early part of the season. Now it's just wet, and I think that's got a lot to do with it. It's a drag race. Looks like the old man's winning. I'm trying to hit the nitrous button, but it ain't working. So we got all the first crop fields done, except for these ones that are in these drowned out places. So we're going to go down here and start on one of them. There's actually several acres like that. I think this one down here is about 15-20 acres. So I don't know if we'll do it all night. I think we're pretty much out of trucks, and I'm sure part of it's still underwater. I think there's beans in my water hole. Going around these water holes in the dark, not a lot of fun. Seems like a good way to get stuck, but so far so good. Knock on wood. This is a strange situation. There's so much dust, it's dark. This field is just a wet spot in a big field, so it's not one we're used to.
Can you get your extension down?
But anyways, we couldn't, wasn't real sure if we were done with the field or not. Do a drive around to see if we weren't forgetting anything. Neither one of us had an A-B line set. We were just using a curve pattern because we were going around these wet spots. These maps take about 10 minutes to update, so I think we got it all. We'll find out in the morning, I guess. Hey guys, I've been getting a lot of questions about the Midland Radios we've been recently switched to. So far we really like them. We like them a lot better than CBs. After harvest is over and we get a little bit more experience with them, I'm going to do a full review on them. So far I like the 275s better than the 115s. And the only real complaint I have so far is just the mic on the 115. There's really no tactile feel. It doesn't click like a CB mic. That's really the only thing we don't like about them. What I just did there, besides unhooking the PTO and hydraulics and all that stuff, was when you put a McDonald on the platform or on the header cart, you have to lock it up. That locks the wings that float and flex on their suspension. I definitely left a GoPro on that bin extension. All right, we got all the equipment moved up, put away. All the trucks are out of the field. We'll unload this truck, and that'll keep the dryer going all night. And then in the morning we'll have enough wet space to dump the rest of the trucks, and we're moving farms. Alright, I got the truck empty. Dryer's on hold. I need to climb up the bins, make sure they're all in good shape to run all night, and then we can get out of here. Well, I got a sample out of the dryer. I figured it'd probably be a little dry, so it is. The dryer's still set for 20% corn, so I'm going to turn it back a little bit, and then I'm going home. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today. While we did work through Thanksgiving, make no mistake, we're thankful for the weather to work on Thanksgiving. It's one of the first good stretch of days we've had for a while, so we're pretty thankful for that. Thanks for watching. Like and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Brian's Farming Videos and Facebook at Brown Farms, and we'll see you in the morning.